What is Kotlin? Imagine writing less code, catching bugs at compile time, and building apps for Android, iOS, and the web, all from one language. That is Kotlin. It is modern, safe, and powerful. In this video, you will learn what Kotlin is, where it runs, and why millions of developers prefer it over Java. Kotlin was created by JetBrains, the company behind IntelliJ IDEA, one of the most popular code editors in the world. It was first announced in 2011 and reached version 1.0 in 2016. In 2017, Google made Kotlin a first-class language for Android development. By 2019, Google recommended Kotlin as the primary language for all new Android apps. Kotlin has null safety built into the type system. Variables cannot be null by default, so the most common crash in Java, the null pointer exception, is almost impossible in Kotlin. The compiler catches null problems at compile time, before your app even runs. This single feature has saved developers thousands of hours of debugging. Kotlin is extremely concise. A data class in Java needs over 30 lines with constructors, getters, setters, equals, hashcode, and toString methods. In Kotlin, you write one single line with the data class keyword, and the compiler generates everything for you automatically. Less boilerplate means fewer bugs and faster development. Kotlin is 100% interoperable with Java. You can call Java code from Kotlin and Kotlin code from Java in the same project. This means you do not need to rewrite your existing Java codebase. You can adopt Kotlin one file at a time, and both languages work together seamlessly. Let us compare Kotlin and Java side by side. In Java, a simple data class needs a constructor, private fields, getters, equals, hashcode, and toString methods. That is easily over 30 lines of boilerplate code. In Kotlin, the data class keyword does all of this in a single line. The compiler generates everything automatically. Here is Hello World in both languages. Java needs a class declaration, a public static void main method, and system.out.println. That is 5 lines of code. Kotlin needs just a fun main function and println. 2 lines. No class required, no boilerplate. Just clean, readable code. Kotlin has smart type inference. You do not need to write the type of every variable. The compiler figures it out automatically from the value you assign. A string is recognized as string, a number as int, a decimal as double. You can still write types explicitly when you want clarity, but it is optional. Look at null safety in action. In Java, you can set any variable to null and call methods on it. This compiles fine, but crashes at runtime with a null pointer exception. In Kotlin, variables cannot be null by default. If you want a nullable variable, you must add a question mark. The compiler forces you to handle null safely. String templates make it easy to put variables and expressions inside strings. Instead of ugly string concatenation with plus signs like in Java, Kotlin uses $sign before the variable name. For complex expressions, wrap them in $sign with curly braces. The result is clean, readable code that is easy to maintain. The when expression is Kotlin's replacement for Java's switch statement, and it is much more powerful. You can match on values, ranges, types, and arbitrary conditions. It also returns a value, so you can assign the result directly to a variable. When is one of the features developers love most about Kotlin. Here is a full feature comparison between Kotlin and Java. Kotlin has null safety, data classes, full type inference, extension functions, string templates, default parameters, coroutines, and smart casts. Java has none of these built in. Kotlin runs on many platforms, not just Android. For backend development, it works perfectly with Spring Boot and Core. With Kotlin multiplatform, you can share business logic between Android, iOS, desktop, and web from a single codebase. You can also use Compose for desktop to build native desktop applications. Kotlin compiles to multiple targets. On the JVM, it compiles to Java bytecode and runs anywhere Java runs. Kotlin native compiles to machine code for iOS and desktop. Kotlin JS compiles to JavaScript for web applications. One language, many platforms. Major companies trust Kotlin in production. Google uses it for Android development tools and libraries. Netflix uses it for back-end microservices. Airbnb, Pinterest, Uber, and Trello all use Kotlin in their apps. The Kotlin community is growing fast, with millions of developers worldwide. Extension functions let you add new functions to existing classes without modifying them. You can add a word count function to the string class. It feels like the function belongs to the class, but you never change the original code. Try doing this in Java. Default parameters eliminate method overloading. In Java, you need 3 separate methods for different parameter combinations. In Kotlin, one function with default values handles everything. You can also use named arguments to skip parameters and make calls more readable. Kotlin has built-in coroutines for asynchronous programming. Coroutines are lightweight threads that let you write async code that looks like normal sequential code. No more callback hell or complex threading. You can run thousands of coroutines without crashing your app. Should you learn Kotlin? Yes. If you are an Android developer, Kotlin is the official language. If you know Java, Kotlin is easy to learn and you can use both together. If you are a back-end developer, Kotlin works with Spring Boot. And if you are a beginner, Kotlin is simpler than Java with better error messages. In the next video, you will install Kotlin and IntelliJ IDEA on your computer. You will create your first project, write your first programs, and try the Kotlin REPL. Everything you need to start coding in Kotlin. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more tutorials.